example of, so you seem like a musical person that can hear melodies, and that is a beautiful gift. Not everybody has that, of course. So if you hear the melodies, then half the work is done or given to you, just because you've earned it in this lifetime or the last, somehow or other. So you hear the music, and to understand how the music comes out of where it is as an inward vibration towards your mandolin, you have to kind of get an idea about the structure or the framework of how the melodies work. And the melodies are built usually out of pieces of arpeggios.
Okay.
See, and this is a perfect example. So that's like kind of the first little lick of it. Of course, when you sing it, it's more like, we were once, but so often you'll hear somebody play. Okay, so let's look at that melody. It's got 3 arpeggio notes and 1 other note. So when you get really familiar with those arpeggios, and like you can just look at your mandolin because you've done this so many times. The idea is that once you have that committed to your muscle memory, and you can kind of hear it without playing it,
Yeah.
then you know what note this is going to be before you have to find it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's making sense.
So like you know in your musical mind
Right.
where that note is.
Right.
So how do we get that on the mandolin? And once you can do that, you can do a lot, because then you have the transfer of like your musical intelligence into, like, right now, the fingers are like, we're not as smart as the brain is with music.
Yeah, right.
And so we have to teach them the arpeggios. And so once they know the arpeggios, then that makes a lot of the work easy, because when
You've got the memory in here.
See,
with it,
and also, like when we're in the key of D, say, it's like, oh, we're in the key of D. Well, there's 12 notes, in a chromatic scale. So that's a lot of notes to be having to choose from when you're learning a new melody. But the trick is with the arpeggios, it's almost always one of 3.
Really?
See, it's usually like either this one, this one, this one, this one, or this one, and that's the same as that one.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So when you're reducing like your options, and this kind of goes with improvising or just like playing songs that you don't know. It's like, oh, now I'm gonna play another song I don't know. Where do I start? There's so many notes, I have no idea where to start. Okay, well, you can immediately reduce it down to 3, usually.
Okay.
And like, so Kentucky Waltz, if you were just gonna sing it like it or play it like it was vocally, it'd be like, we were waltzing that night. And a lot of times it's good to like dumb down or stream down the melodies just when we're picking them sometimes.
Right. Simplify.
It's nice to be able to play them lyrically, but especially when you're just first starting out, you want to make it as simple as possible. Sounds good? Simple is good.
Yes.
So now we know let's have you play your D arpeggio.